Hello friends, welcome to my Cozy Haven. My name is Fiona. I'm really glad you clicked my video today. I'm going to be chatting to you about the books that I've read this week, what I am planning to read this weekend, and kind of what my plans are for the weekend, and just a general chit chat video. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. Maybe you're going to get some books that you think, oh, I quite fancy reading those. It would be, and then you can come chat with me down in the comments. That'd be good. Anyway, the first book I want to chat to you about is the one that I finished last weekend, and that is The Secret Mistletoe Promise by Cressida McLaughlin. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous cover. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Okay, we meet Imogen. And Imogen is about to walk down the aisle. Literally about to walk down the aisle. And she's like, no, this was wrong. This is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. No, no. And she flees her wedding. With no explanations, nothing, she flees her wedding. And she comes to the only place that she knows that she will be supported, no matter what, no questions asked, and that's to her Gran's cottage in Mistingham, Norfolk. She arrives at the station. Gran doesn't know she's coming. She arrives at the station in Mistingham and starts the walk into town. And she doesn't get very far when she meets this young girl. And the young girl's got a dog. A wee doggy, and the young girl goes, you can't walk all the way into town in this. You stay here with my dog. I'll go get my dad. She's on a bike. And we're just like, really? Yeah, you'll be fine. By the way, the dog's called Artichoke. So the wee girl, Lucy, gets her dad, who is Dexter. And Dexter is the local baker, and he basically comes with his van. He takes Imogen to her granny's, to Birdie's, and Birdie's like, dear, are you not married? And you see, Birdie wasn't allowed to come to the wedding because there's been a rift with, like, Imogen's mother. And Imogen goes, no, I didn't go through with it. And Birdie's like, yeah, fine, no problem. Come on, in you come. And this is the story of Imogen finding her purpose, because she was a PR for her father and didn't enjoy her job, and she was basically everybody's lackey and didn't really enjoy her job, although she was very good at it. And always like at the beck and call of her mum and dad, and it just wasn't good. And her ex-fiance, Edmund, shall we say a social climber? And that's all I'm going to say. So it's just, this is Imogen coming into her own, making friends within the town, loving spending time with her grandmother, and basically deciding what she wants in life. This was absolutely delightful. There is a book before this, and I think it's The Secret Bookshop is called. Hold on. The Secret Christmas Bookshop. I am sure I've read it. I can't remember. But there's just something about it. Something that was said, or one of the characters in here, Felix the goat. And I'm like, I'm sure I've read about Felix before, but I can't totally remember. But I didn't feel that I've missed anything if I haven't read the first book. So you could read it as a standalone. As far as I'm aware, if I haven't read the first book, this is my first book by heart, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I will definitely want to be reading more from this author. The next book I read, I haven't got a picture of it. Sorry, I forgot. You'll see a picture of the cover on the thumbnail. It is a very Christmas and a very English Christmas by Jane Porter. It's her brand new one. As a member of her review crew, I got the manuscript. This is book 3 in the Langley Park series. Again, you do not need to have read books 1 and 2. They're all standalones. So we meet Katrina, or Kat, she's called, and she is living in London at the moment, having done 2 master's degrees in history. And she's living with her friend Sarah, who's a nurse. And Katrina, or Kat, knows that at the end of the Christmas period she has to go back to the USA to face clearing her grandmother's house. Her grandmother has passed away, and had passed away previous to the start of the book. And Kat has to clear the house out, and she doesn't really want to, and she doesn't want to go there over Christmas. But Sarah's going back to Ireland for Christmas. And Kat is, shall we say, slightly short of the spondulax. And needs to earn money basically for her flight home. And Sarah one day phones her from work and says, look, there's been this advert put up on the work notice board. Somebody's looking for a childminder for 2 kids over the Christmas holiday. You know, might be what you're looking for. So Kat phones and speaks to Dr. Harmon, the Reese, and he's like, yes, we're in Derbyshire. The girl's normal childminder nanny or au pair has gone on holiday. I'm trying to work on a paper and a book, and I need somebody to come and help. And she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So she comes, she gets on the train, and the next day, and she goes to Langley Park. And there are 2 girls, Olivia, the youngest, and Gillian, the oldest. Gillian is really not happy. Gillian is a very unhappy young lady at 12, going on 13, probably going on 30. She doesn't feel they need anybody, and it's like, Dad, you're supposed to be on holiday. We're supposed to be here on holiday. You're working. You know, we don't need a nanny. She'd already run the previous one away because they'd had one between the au pair going on holiday and Kat coming in. And Gillian she's quite nasty at times to Kat. Olivia is just a wee sweetheart. She is lovely, but doesn't like seeing her sister upset. But Kat just, you know, very much takes it on the chin and goes, okay, fine, that's the way you feel. I'm here to do a job. I'm going to do the job to the best of my ability. And slowly, the girls, Olivia comes round a lot quicker than Gillian, but the girls come round to, you know, liking Kat, loving Kat, and wanting her, you know, wanting to be with her and do things with her. Reese likes having her around, which may cause friction between her and the Gillian. So you've got all of this wrapped up together, and it's the story of their Christmas. And what happens, and it's a will they, won't they. And it's also the story of a young girl growing up and realising, you know, it isn't just about me, it's about other folk as well. I thought it was so well written. I really did enjoy it. I think Jane's characters were just, they were very, very good. They're very, very good. I did really appreciate that Katrina's name was the Gaelic spelling, which I loved. I was like, yes. So, yeah, but oh no, really good story. Again, you don't have to read books 1 and 2 in order to read this one. So, yes, it was just really nice to immerse myself in Derbyshire and places that I don't know but I've heard about. So I knew roughly the area, and it was just so good. So if you're looking for a sort of The Crest of McLaughlin is a brilliant Christmas read, as is the new Jane Porter. So both of those are a definite add to your TBR. The next one I'm reading is Christmas in Harmony Harbour by Debbie Mason. I'm buddy reading this one with Elizabeth from Lizzie Fay Loves Books. This is our final buddy read of the year. We've read the whole series this year. We started last December, and we've missed out 2 months because we both had things on, and we wanted to finish it with a December book, and it's a Christmas one, and we are both really enjoying it. It's almost like a Scrooge retelling, okay? That's all I'm going to say. It looks as if I've still got a lot to go, but I don't actually. How much have I got to go? That's how much we have left, because there is a bonus story in here, but that's it. That's all we have left. We're in chapter 23. There are 29 chapters. We'll have it finished at the weekend, but I am really, really enjoying this. There's one character at the moment that I'm like, grow up, child. You really do need to grow up. And I'm hoping she's going to get her comeuppance. I really do, because I really don't like her. All she cares about is herself, really. And what she can get from other people. She doesn't think of the consequences of her actions, put it this way. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some redemption for her. But no, I'm really enjoying Kane and Evie's story. It's very, very good. It's so much fun. So this is one of the books I'm reading this weekend. The other book I'm reading this weekend is for Debbie December, and that is A Christmas Duet by Debbie McComber. I am thoroughly enjoying this one. I love this one. It's... I don't want to say very much about it. It's about... I think all I'm going to say is a lady who is getting back to something that she absolutely loves, and that is writing music, writing songs. And she decided this Christmas that she's going to do that and put herself first before everyone else. She wouldn't normally, but there is a reason that she's done what she's done. I don't want to spoil the story at the moment. But no, I'm thoroughly enjoying this one. Again, I've not got very much to go. I've got that to go. So I suspect I will get this one finished, hopefully at the weekend as well, which would be nice. So that's what I've been reading. Two really enjoyable books that I've read, and two that I'm enjoying reading at the moment. So that's really good. Plans for the weekend. I would like to get the rest of the house decorated, I have to say. Yesterday, Dad and I put out the outdoor lights, and we had a switch on last night, so that was lovely. But I would like to get the rest of the house decorated if I can. And then it means that next week I am just doing baking. I still need to get stuff for the other half. I've got his mains sorted out, which is great. I have some of his stocking stuffers. But I think I've only got about 5. And 5 things a stocking does not make. So I need to get that sorted and dealt with. He'll get baked goods as well, but I don't put them in his stocking. So he just gets a little box with some baked goodies that he and his brother can enjoy. So that's me. I need to do that. And just sort of, I know I've got his card still to make. I've got another friend's card to make as well. I've got to get that done over the weekend. There's rugby this weekend. There'll be European rugby again this weekend, so that's good. Both Glasgow and Edinburgh won last weekend, so hopefully, fingers crossed, both will win again this weekend, which would be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so that's kind of my plans. I will read as well. So yes, so that's it. What are you planning to do this weekend? I would love to know. Are you fully decorated for Christmas? Have you finished your Christmas shopping? Please come chat with me down in the comments. Have you read any of the books that I've read? And if you have, what did you think of them? Again, no spoilers please for the 2 that I'm reading. What have you been reading this week? I would love to know. Are you into your Christmas reading, or have you not quite got there yet? Come chat with me down in the comments. It would be really nice to catch up with what's happening with you, and just, what you're reading, etc. On your way there, if you haven't already, I would love for you to hit that thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this video. Also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Come join my little cozy haven over here on YouTube. And hit the notification bell. It'll tell you when I'm bringing out new videos. But that's it for the moment, friends. Until my next video, stay safe. Happy reading.